Today we're going to be talking about the top 10 schooling fish for your aquarium. Now this is going to be a list of 10 very good schooling fish that I recommend you should try if you're looking for some. Make sure you stay around till the end of the video to listen to the whole list, and without further ado, let's get started. Number 1 on the list is the neon tetra. Neon tetras are very colorful little fish and stay pretty small. They get to around 1 or maybe 1.5 inches. Really colorful and will be a great addition to any setup. Neon tetras are pretty cheap and basically you could find them anywhere. I've never been to a fish store without neon tetras. They're really common. In fact, they're one of the most popular aquarium fish of all time because of their stunning displays. I've kept neon tetras for a really long time now, and they're definitely one of my favorite schooling fish. Number 2 on my list is going to be the Endler guppy. Endler guppies are such peaceful fish and do really well in schools. It's a smaller version of the common guppy, and it's definitely a lot hardier and easier to take care of than guppies. Now you could get black bar endlers, tiger endlers, cobra endlers, blue star endlers. There's a whole bunch of varieties out there, but basically they're very social fish, and if you keep males and females together, they're gonna breed in no time. I've had lots of success with endlers. Super good fish if you're trying to breed them for profit. So many varieties you could get, literally the best fish ever. What's even better is you clicking the like button and subscribing to this channel. It really helps grow our community, and I genuinely appreciate it. Moving on, number 3, we have the Corydoras catfish. Corydoras are great bottom dwellers that will scavenge the bottom of your tank for leftover foods. Something you need to be aware of is that they do need smooth substrate like sand because of their fragile barbels, these little whiskers on their mouths. These fish do well in a school of at least 5, and I recommend a tank size of 20 gallons minimum, and you need a large surface area for them to swim. Corydoras go great in a community aquarium. I used to keep corydoras. You could breed them. It's quite tricky, but if you do manage to breed them, it's great. You could always sell them online or to your local fish store as they're pretty popular. A common misconception about cories is they don't actually eat algae. A lot of people think that they're an algae eater, but that's not true as they only eat leftover foods, not algae. And yes, you do need to feed them or they will starve. Good food for these guys include pellets and zucchini, maybe even cucumber. Overall, corydoras are great fish, just make sure you have a smooth substrate and that you feed them well. So the 4th fish on this list is the tiger barb. Tiger barbs are very hardy fish, very easy to take care of. These guys grow to around 1.5 inches, so you could keep like a school of 6 to 7 in a 20 gallon. Tiger barbs are very active little fish. They're constantly moving around, very active. They can get a bit fin-nippy sometimes. I would say they're semi-aggressive, so if you have any fish with long fins, such as angelfish, I would definitely not keep those together. But they can look quite good. Their color really stands out in a planted aquarium, especially when you feed them high-quality, nutritious foods. In fact, they're always the fastest to get to the food in the tank. Tiger barbs are also the hardiest fish on this list, only behind the Harlequin rasbora. And number 5 on my list is the Harlequin rasboras. Extremely hardy fish, very hard to kill. Not that I recommend you do that, but they are very hardy and they're a great choice for beginner fish keepers. These fish are fairly common in chain stores because of their looks and obviously how strong they are. I keep my harlequins in a group of 3. I definitely should get more, but at the moment I don't have enough space. But if you can, definitely go for a school of 5 or more as they do a lot better in big groups. They'll get along with most community fish as they're generally peaceful. Number 6 on my list is the Chili rasbora. Chili rasboras, also known as the mosquito rasboras, are one of those fish that are just so peculiar you can't get your eyes off of them once you see them. They're very tiny fish, only getting to around 1 inch, although I'd say most chilies are even smaller. Because of their small size, these guys need to be kept in schools of more than 7 in order for them to feel safe. Once you get a school of them, it's going to be really cool seeing their schooling behaviors. Just imagine lots of tiny red fish darting around. In fact, I think the best result you get from chilies is their schooling behaviors and how they look in planted tanks. Just imagine you've got a group of these tiny fish with their red colors contrasting the green plants, and then imagine them darting around actively going after the food. They're generally hardy, although they do need a low pH ranging from 4 to 7. Moving on, number 7, we have the rummy-nosed tetra. Rummy-nosed tetras get their name from the bright red coloration on their noses. So red color is profound in males, and it's usually an indication of good health and good water quality. The rest of the fish's body is a shimmering silver color with a translucent appearance. So these fish need to be kept in schools of 5 and above, and they create a fantastic display in a community aquarium. Number 8 on the list is the glow light tetra. Glow light tetras were one of the first fish I ever kept. They have this really bright red across their body, similar to the blue and neon tetras. So you know how neon tetras look really good in a planted tank with their blue stripes? Well, for glow light tetras, just imagine the blue turning into red. They're quite similar to neon tetras, although they're not as hardy. They create a similar look to neons, except that it's red instead of blue, but it could look just as good, especially if you're looking for a red fish that stands out in your aquarium. A group of 5 and above would be perfect. I don't think they're as common as the other fish on this list. It might be because ember tetras are slowly overshadowing them, but they're really cool fish and they're definitely worth a try. Number 9 on the list is the black neon tetra. Black neon tetras are another bulletproof fish, and as their name suggests, they're similar to neon tetras but slightly larger and hardier. And they have different colors, of course. When they're kept in a group, they'll really show off their schooling behaviors, which can be really cool to watch. Schooling also helps reduce their stress levels and keeps them more comfortable in their environment. In the wild, black neon tetras live in huge groups, so it's natural for them to want to be around their same kind, and keeping them in a school also makes them feel more safe, which can help prevent aggressive behavior. So not only are black neons great to look at, but their schooling behavior definitely makes them one of a kind. Alright, so number 10 we have the white cloud minnow. White cloud minnows are popular cold water fish that will look really good in groups. They're awesome beginner fish, very hardy. They're relatively easy to breed. It's really not that hard. I've done it a couple times and it's very easy compared to many other fish. White cloud minnows are going to look great in a Planet Aquarium. You could get the regular ones, also the gold variety, which I keep. These guys will do well in cold water. They'll do okay ranging from 62 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 16 to 27 degrees Celsius. Before I end this video, I want to give a quick bonus fish, which is the cherry barb. Cherry barbs are such beautiful fish. I haven't kept them yet, but would really like to in the future. These guys can look insane. When their colors brighten up, they look absolutely stunning. I've heard that they're very active, always darting around, so they'll make a great addition to your tank. You do want to keep them in a group of at least 5, and they'll get along with just about any community fish. With that being said, they do need at least a 20 gallon. You might get away with 10 gallons, but they do like the extra space, so I would always go with 20 gallons and above. Really popular fish, very bright and vibrant, wonderful schooling fish. And there you have it, the top 10 schooling fish for your aquariums. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching, see you all in the next one.